What's up, y'all? We back with another one. Here today. It's Friday. You know, it's payday. All my automatic investments go to where they need to go. You know, my IRA, my brokerage account, you know, savings. You know what I mean? So today I want to come on and preach something a little different. It's about getting your finances in order. And I'm going to just preach that, like, systems over willpower is the way to go. Like, you don't want to be relying on willpower. You don't want to sit there and have to remember to make these transfers, or just, you know, let life determine if you're going to make them or not. You got to treat them like a bill, man. You know what I mean? Like, set that transfer up. Let it automatically do it. You know, budget that into your weekly expenses, monthly expenses, however you want to do it. And just from there, man, you ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to think about it. You know, you're going to make do with what you got left after that. You know what I mean? That's been the biggest hack for me. Ever since I did that, my investment's been growing steady. You know, I don't got to think about it. It ain't a week where I forget about it. It ain't a time period where I forget to do it and then I'm, you know, behind and I'm just lacking in that area. No, when you set it up like this and you got systems, you know what I mean? It becomes a lot easier. It becomes, you know, basically second nature for you to invest, man. So that's what I want to preach, systems, man. Get you a nice little system to save you some money, invest some money, you know, budget your money out every week like that. And you know, what I mean, it's just a new habit that you got to start. It's a habit that you got to have now. So I want everybody to do that. Along with that, you know what I mean, while we on finances, I want everybody to get rid of any bad debt that they got. Any credit card debt, you know what I mean? Any car loans, any personal loans, anything that's high interest, anything that's, you know, killing your wealth silently. You know what I mean? We at the bank right now, so excuse me. Gotta put this little cash in there or whatever. But yeah, man, I need everybody to lock in and get their money right. Yeah, man, so just wrapping up, I just want to say be a good steward of your money. You know what I mean? Know where it's going. Have a budget for it. Have a plan for it. You should know where it's going before you even get it. You know what I mean? Allocate some money to savings, investments, and then you're spending, you know, having fun and taking care of your bills and everything like that. I would say take your percentages and break them down in a certain way, like 10% for savings, 15% for investments, and the rest for spending and bills and everything like that. So break it down a way that's comfortable for you, you know, something to where you not feel like you stretching yourself. And then from there, you know, allocate the percentages based on what you make and everything. So once we lock in with this, man, like I said, set up some systems, some automatic transfers. That's a hack right there. That's a major key. So you can take the guesswork out of it. You ain't got to feel motivated all the time. You ain't got to, you know, rely on willpower, because when you got the system set up and it's just doing it, you know, it transfers automatically. You ain't got to worry about nothing. It's like having taxes taken out of your check. You already is going to live off based on what's left over. And that's the same way once you set up these transfers. So, and then at the end of the day, it's not like it's going forever. It's paying your future self. So look at it that way. You know, look at it as a positive, as a benefit. You know, your future self will thank you. And yeah, man, just stay locked in, man. 2025, 2026 going forward, man. We need systems over willpower. We need to get our stuff structured, need to get stuff in order, you know, and stay disciplined and consistent with everything that we doing. And that goes for finances too, man. And like I said, man, pay that student loan debt off, that and high interest debt, that consumer debt, you know, credit cards, car loans, personal loans, anything like that. Anything that's stealing wealth from you on the regular, man. Anything that ain't putting money in your pockets, man, you gotta get rid of it. So that's all it is, man. We locked in, you know, going forward. Like I said, everybody get structured, everybody get their shit in order. You know, man, it's time for us to start building for real, man. One brick at a time, man. I mean, finances is one of them pillars, one of them, you know, parts of the foundation that you gotta have to be successful in life, you know, especially as a man, you know what I mean? So get this in order. along with everything else that I preach in the gym, fitness, intelligence, knowledge. You know what I mean? Get all that in order, man. But this is a good place to start, you feel me? This is a good place that's going to boost your confidence. You know, once you got the money and you got everything situated, you know, you can walk through life a little bit different, you know what I mean? So I want everybody to focus on this. Moving forward, set them systems up, man. Systems over willpower. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. Get on it, ASAP. No procrastination. I'm gone.